is an option? And what are these calls and puts that you talk about? Well, let's look at it this way. Let's say you want to invest in a company, and let's just pick one. Let's pick Nike. You know all about Nike. They make, sporting gear and shoes, running shoes and so forth, and they got all these Michael Jordans that promote them. So there's a company, okay, that is well known, and let's say their stock is trading at $50 a share. And I like Nike, and I say, okay, why don't I invest in Nike and pay $50 for the stock, and let's sell an option that gives someone the right to buy my stock for $50 2 months from now. And for that, they're willing to pay me $2 today. So think of it this way. I buy the stock at 50, and I'm willing to sell it at 50 2 months from now, as long as they pay me $2 today. So I'm going to make $2 on my $50 investment, and let's say it's over 30 days. That's my return. So what am I losing? Well, I'm not losing anything. I'm gaining right up front $2. I own a $50 stock, which is Nike, and all I have to do now is wait for 30 days to see what happens. If Nike is trading at $50 30 days from now, that person that I sold that call to is going to buy my stock for $50. And we're all done. I'll give him my stock. He gives me $50 a share. I've made $2 per share in that process. What if the stock is trading at $55 a share? Oh, I sell my stock to him for $50. I got $2 when I sold him the call. No problem, I've made my return. What if it's trading at $48? He's not going to buy my stock at 48 or 50 because the market's only paying 48. He would take a $2 loss if he bought it at 50 and sold it at the market. He's not going to do anything. He's going to let that call expire because it's not worth anything. Okay? He paid me $2 to buy the stock at 50. He can go on the stock market 30 days from now, if the stock is down, he can buy it for 48. Why would he buy it from me at 50? So I've made $2 while the stock was traded at 50 when I bought it, and 30 days from now it's trading at 48. I still own the shares that I bought at 50. I've got $2 of gain, and I own a stock that's worth $48. What can I do? I can sell another call. I can go out another 30 days, sell another $50 call, and probably get $1 for it. So I own something that has value, and I can continually sell calls against it. So the opportunity is for you to invest in good companies and do the same thing. There's no restriction that anyone can do this. Okay, there's not just an elite group or some financial expert that does this. The average person can do this. Okay, I'm your average person. Okay, learned how to do this and said I can do this, and the opportunity is there. So that's a very simple process, and the key is you don't get tied to the stock. You don't get tied to Nike, saying because let's say it did go up. You say, well, I missed out of selling it at 55. I bought it at 50. I could have sold it at 55 if it went up. But I look at it this way. I got $2 up front, right? Bird in hand is worth two in the bush, okay? I made 10%. I'd rather do that than not knowing 30 days from now if it's going to be 55. You don't know that. There's no guarantee. With the option, you're kind of guaranteed an income. You're guaranteed a return. It's there because you did it, or you got the money right up front. And you can take those $2 per share right away. You can take it out, you can go spend it, you can take your wife out to dinner, go take a trip, do anything you want. If the stock is trading at $50 in 30 days, which is the strike date, you just sell your stock for 50 and go look for something else. So that's the key. It's a very simple, straightforward process. Now what about this put? You always talk about puts. You're going to sell a put. So what is a put? Well, the put is just the opposite of the call. If I sell a put, I basically am giving someone the right to sell me the stock for a certain price. So let's take Nike, same example. Let's say I sell a put at Nike. Let's say it's trading at 50, and I'll sell a $48 put, which is below where it's trading. I wouldn't want to sell it way above, unless I really got some good inside information that Nike is really going to go up. I want to take a cautious approach, very conservative. So I sell a $48 put and they're willing to give me $1. So why are they willing to give you $1? Well, they are going to give you $1 because they know now that they can put the stock to you. That's why it's called a put. They're going to put it to you for $48. No matter what the price is, they have that opportunity. So I'm selling the put at a strike price of 48. They gave me $1, and so now we wait for 30 days, which is the strike date out. And let's say Nike is trading exactly at $48. What happens? Nothing. You got the dollar. They're not going to sell it to you at 48 if the market is at 48. There's no gain for them. They'd rather wait and go to the market because tomorrow it might be at 47. They can buy it for 47. So why would they buy your stock or put your stock to you for 48? What's going to happen is if the stock is trading below my strike, let's say it's trading at 47, well then they're going to sell me the stock at 48. So I'm going to own Nike at 48. Remember, when I started out it was trading at 50. I got $1 for taking the risk of owning it at 48 30 days out. So if it's at below 48, I am going to own it and say it's trading at 47. I'm going to buy it at 48. Market's at 47. What do I do? Well, the next day I can turn around and sell calls at 48. Go out 30 days and probably make at least $1 or maybe $2 if I go out farther in time. So I can make money on the asset that I just acquired at $48. So I kept the first $1 on the put that I got way back. That's in the bank, and now I can sell calls on it. What if the stock was trading at 50? Well, no one's going to sell, put the stock to you at 48 if they can go sell it on the market at 50. They'd be giving away $2 a share. So as long as the price, the stock is above my put strike, nothing happens. The value of the put goes to zero. And this is why 90 or 70% of the time, the value of the put does go to zero. That's just the way it happens. Just like the value of a call, 70% of the time, ends up being worthless. This is the way the options market is. You only win maybe 30% of the time if you buy options. You win 70% of the time when you sell them. And that's why I say you're going to buy some stock, sell a call, and sell a put. So we're on the sell side. You make money by selling. That's the key to success. And the other key is investing in good companies. Because the stocks will go up and down. And if it does go down and you own it, or it's put to you, you want to be in a company that you know is going to be around. It's not going to go out of business. It has a good product. It has been successful. And that allows you to own it and sell calls in the future. And that's the key to owning good companies when you start this process.